if x is greater than y squared, which is greater than z to the fourth, which of the following statements could be true? So that means if we can come up with one example where it's true, we must include that statement in our answer choices. So what we know is x is greater than y squared, which is greater than z to the fourth, and we want to know something now about x, y, and z. So maybe if we can just come up with one example for x, y squared, and z to the fourth, or a few examples, then we can see what does that tell us about x, y, and z. So one example would be, let's say x is equal to 100 and y squared is equal to 81 and z to the fourth is equal to 16. So this works. And so in this case, x would be equal to 100 and y would be equal to, so y could be positive or negative 9 and z could be positive or negative 2. So based on this, so we can have, if we have a 109 and 2, so we can have x is greater than y, which is greater than z, and so that's a choice. So that's our first statement here. What else could we have? Then it looks like, so we can also swap our y and our z, because we can, another option we can have is 102 and then negative 9. And so in that case, it would be x is greater than z, which is greater than y. So based on that, 1 and 3 are both possible. And so we need a 1 and a 3 in our answer choice. And it looks from this one example alone, we can narrow it down to C and E. So then it becomes a question of, is the second statement possible? So z to the fourth we know is the lowest value here, but z is the highest value here. So when is that going to happen? And that's going to happen when z is a fraction, because then when you raise it to the fourth, it's going to be getting smaller. So let's maybe try and come up with some, do the same thing, but with fractions. So let's say z to the fourth is 1 over 16. Y squared is 1 over, let's say, 9. And then x, let's say, is 1 over 5. So based on this, so x is equal to 1/5. Y squared is equal to 1 over 9. So y can equal plus or minus 1/3. And z to the fourth is equal to 1 over 16. So z is equal to plus or minus 1/2. So in this case, so we can put z at the top. So we got z is equal to 1/2. And then y is equal to 1/3. And x is equal to 1/5. So in this case, we get, so 2 is sufficient, and E, all three of them are possible.